Alright, what's up everyone, it's Matt Mrozik, and this is an intro to the Graven Labs Silver Surfer prototype. And damn, this thing is massive. I couldn't even get it up the stairs in one piece. I had to take it up section by section because it's just so damn heavy. I don't know what it weighs. The wave alone's got to weigh 20 pounds, but pretty cool piece, and it's a lot more complicated than I thought. The pictures of it together is deceiving, but it's a pretty impressive piece. It's big, so I haven't tried to put it together yet, so we'll do that on camera. Had one little bit of breakage, similar to the Cyclops. I had a little piece on the back part of the base break right here, so I'll have to fix that. Again, no big deal. I had to do it on the Cyclops, but yeah, so this is what you get. You get this massive clear wave that goes in the background. They packed this very well. They have little individual pieces of foam between these little pieces of wave that come away from it. So packed very well. You got this rock formation behind it, really nice. You have Sentinel's hand right here, which he's kind of standing on, coming out of the wave. And then you have the Silver Surfer, obviously. And he's got two switch out arms on each side. On his left, he has a kind of a clutching hand. And then he's got a, the other hand is a switch out with the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos Gauntlet, which is cool. Then on his right side, he's got a clenched fist and an open palm. And he comes with three switch out heads, kind of serious, kind of screaming, and one kind of just kind of snarling, pissed off look. So let's put this together, because even though there's a lot here, everything's numbered very well, so I anticipate this going together fairly smoothly. So you get to watch me do this on camera. Hopefully I do it right the first time. And this does have light up features. It did not come with any of the light up features. You just buy those little light up discs for like $5 a piece. But they have cutouts all around this place for us. So one in the Sentinel hand, and then three for the base. So this is a separate piece. It's hollow casted, pretty cool. There is numbering on the bottom here for some of the pieces. So let's see, like 22 comes in here. I think I may have to put the fingers in first. Let's see, number 2. Oh, I thought they were little. This is the only one with the peg, so that goes there easily. And then 22 comes on the bottom. It's not magnetized, so I have to figure that out. We have to add some magnets. It looked like there was magnets in it, but there aren't on these pieces. There's like little indentations. So probably what I'll do, and there's a little bit of a fitting thing here I gotta fix. This finger doesn't want to go in all the way, and this doesn't want to sit down all the way, so I'll have to figure that out. See what happens if I put it in the base. Okay. So like my air compressor is kicking on. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go turn that off so it doesn't kick on again in the background. 1 second. What is that? Oh, it's my refrigerator. That's what I hear. That was the compressor. I just moved my compressor up to the attic. Sorry. Another awesome video by me. So that finger goes there. I'll probably have to either glue or magnetize these little pieces on the bottom of the hand, because right now it's not fitting as well as I think it should. So that finger goes there. That's pretty easy. Number 1, these are magnetized. Magnet feels just strong enough to hold it, which is good. Let's see if number 11 fits any better. Number 11 fits pretty good. Yeah, that's acceptable. So like these little pieces go on the bottom here. So I think what I'll do, so I'll probably end up gluing them onto the bottom of the hand, because there's no reason that they shouldn't be glued on. They just cast them separately, which is fine. Let's see what we got next. Number 4, which goes there. So I just put the hand in here for now. It just sits in there and it sits pretty good. And then we got, so the fingers aren't numbered, but it should be relatively easy to figure out what goes where. Yeah, that goes there. The fingers seem to fit really nicely. Number 55. Okay, so there's Sentinel's hand. And then we have the clear disc. This will get sprayed with a really nice glossy clear coat like I did the other ones. See if it fits the better. That's nicely magnetized. The other ones weren't magnetized. That one's magnetized. So the hand has some pieces that go on top here. I'll come in closer after I kind of figure this out. That fits nicely. That fits nicely. I think I'll add magnets to these. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just small ones. And then number 1, hopefully I'm in frame. Okay, so there's Sentinel's hand. And then the surfboard comes out over that, like this. Now I'm assuming, I haven't tried to put this wave on yet. Let's see, this thing is massive. It weighs a ton. Okay, let's do this without dropping anything. I'm actually kind of concerned about my table being able to support this thing. Let's see. It does key in a certain way. Let's see. Okay, I think what I have to do, there's some other parts that go around this. I think those have to go on first. Ow. This thing is solid. Whew. That's going to be a challenge to paint. So we have some of these rock formations that kind of go around the wave. I think these had to go in first. We'll see. I think it kind of rests within these two. Okay. So that's how those go. What is this little piece too? That's got to go to the Infinity Glove. Yeah, okay, it goes there on his thumb. Infinity Gauntlet. All right, now let's try this. Let's see if it goes in. Oh, you know what? I may have had it backwards. Let's see. Holy shit, guys, this thing is massive. There goes my mic. I'm just gonna leave it for now as I try to do this. The first time. Well, if I drop it, I have a second one. Here. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let me see if I'm still recording too. Am I still recording? I am. Okay. Yay. Okay. Whew. Just crazy. So that fits in there really good. Once you get those other pieces on around it, it fits in there very nicely. It kind of keys in better. And I got one more little piece of rock here that pegs in somewhere. Have to look around for it. Okay. Just kind of rotate this a little bit, see if it fits in there any differently. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Okay. Silver Surfer looks really good. I'll come in closer. Let me do that right now. I'll zoom in a little bit. Come on. Zoom. There we go. Okay. So Silver Surfer looks really good. It's a simple pose, which is fine. He pegs in right there. Very nicely. Nice solid fit. And then we got, this is like the kind of angry head. Fits really good. The seam is real tight. Silver Surfer is a hard one to do switch outs because he's, you know, chrome and silvery and shiny. So you're gonna have seams no matter what you do. So there's no way of avoiding that if you have switch outs. Unlike the Bushy Silver Surfer. One second, let me take a sip of my drink. Unlike the Bushy Collector Surfer where there's no switch outs, I actually have one here I'm supposed to do. I'm going to seam it all so it's one solid piece so there's no seams. There's that head. And then here's just his kind of stoic, no expression head. I actually think I kind of like the mouth open head. That's pretty cool. Kind of like a nice detail in the mouth. And then for his arms, these have been magnetized too, so we'll see how well those work. Here's the clenched fist and his open palm on this. The magnets are just the right, they're just the perfect strength. They're not too strong where it snaps in, they're not too weak where they want to fall out. There's a fine balance on magnets. Sometimes they're too strong, you'll go to put a piece in, it'll snap in, and you can actually chip paint or chip resin. They're too weak, obviously it falls out. So that looks pretty good. Let's try the Infinity Gauntlet. Now they casted the fingers separately, so I'm not going to worry about putting those in because I'll glue those in later because they won't stay right now. I don't think they will. Oh, those are number 2. Number 2. Let's see if they'll stay in. Maybe. Number 4. Oh, yeah, it's a good fit. Number 3. That's cool. That'd be fun to, that one fell. It's gonna be really fun to do that one up really shiny. And then do all the infinity stones. Okay. Kind of digging that. That's a cool look. Let's see if the fingers fall out when I go to put this in. It might. The glove might fall off too because it's not magnetized yet. So that's a pretty cool look. I like that. Let's see what that looks like in camera. I'll have to a little blown out because I got all my lights pointing towards it. Let's try that. Yeah, pretty cool. I don't have a turntable big enough to spin them around. I'll try to spin them around on the table here. This isn't the best. Again, this isn't the best video. None of my videos are very good. They're all kind of shitty. So you're looking at a total height of tallest parts of the wave. It's 23 inches, so he's not very tall. The width is going to be pretty significant. He's about 21 inches wide, and then your depth from the tip of this to the board to the back, you're looking at about, I'd say 19 inches to be safe. Yeah, so I mean, really not. Excuse me, I'm drinking a soda. It's just massive. It's a lot of stuff in a small, relatively small footprint. You know, it's wide. This wave is huge. Once I do this with the really shiny gloss coat, I have to see what Marcus wants on this. Personally, I would just do it like glass, just super slick, really shiny, and then you can use the lights to determine the color. So I don't know if he wants me to paint a color on the wave or just leave it clear. I tend to think just leave it clear. That way when you have the lights, you can change the color yourself. Because if I painted a certain color and then you go to put in lights and you change the color of the lights, well, if I paint the wave purple and you use a yellow light, well, you're gonna the wave's gonna turn green. It's not gonna be yellow. So I need to ask him about that. Let's see if I can spin this around. Once he's together, it's pretty solid. He's just massive. So here's a good profile shot. Looking good. Yeah. I think this wave I need to play with the wave. I need to do it when I'm not recording. I think I need to I need to tweak it a little bit. I don't think it's quite in there quite right. It seems off a little bit to me. There's another piece I forgot to put in on the hand over here. There we go. Yeah, so cool. So I'm doing 2 prototypes. One is to send to the factory, and then one is for me. And I'm going to do them each in different versions. I think Marcus may offer it in 2. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to this, but he may offer it in 2 different versions: a actual chrome, like mirror chrome, and then like a muted chrome. Like everyone says, use all clad. There are very few people that I know that can get all clad to look like mirror chrome. And once you do get it to look like mirror chrome, you can't touch it. You can't, don't breathe on it, don't touch it, don't do it. It's very, very fragile. There are guys that I know that can do mirror chrome all-clad and then use the all-clad gloss coat and still make it. I have not had any success with that. It's just a technique that I've tried, and it's very frustrating to get it right. And I just like, every time I just want to shoot myself because it's very hard to do. So I am going to do like, I will do one of mirror chrome. Using probably the K Colors chrome that I did for the Magneto helmet. Now, when I do that chrome, I can't clear coat it, because as soon as you clear coat it, you lose the chrome. So that's the trick with chrome paint, is that as soon as unless it's specifically designed, most chrome paint, once you clear coat it, you'll lose the chrome effect, because the solvents in the paint eat at the pigments. So according to the guy, K Colors, actually the owner has been messaging me. He has a paint that you can get a mirror chrome finish like I did on the Magneto helmet, and then let that dry for 3 days, let it cure for 3 days, and then use their specific clear coat, which will give you a protected mirror chrome finish. So he's going to send me some of that. I'm going to test it on this guy and see how that goes. The other way to do it, which is something I'm going to learn how to do, is hydrochroming, or what's called spectrochroming. That's what Creations in Chrome does. And it's actual chrome plating, but instead of using electricity or electroplating, you're using liquid chemicals to sensitize the material, put the silver on, and once that silver is there, you can actually put a 2K clear coat, like the clear coat I use. You can put that on there, and it's not going to eat away at the chrome, because it's not a paint. It's actually chrome silver material on the surface, so it's not going to dissolve those. It'll just protect it. So I'm looking at learning to do that. The problem is, even on the cheap end, just to learn that process is like $500 just to get the chemicals to learn it. And then, you know, there's experimentation and stuff. So, but I need to learn it, because I got a lot of stuff that needs to be chromed, and it's expensive to get done. Creations in Chrome, to do a Bushi Silver Surfer, I think they charge like $1,300, which I would actually have to probably charge more if I learned it, because my initial cost would be more expensive. But yeah, this is a cool piece. I'm going to stop rambling on. From the back side, it's pretty simple. You got the big kind of circular wave thing with the, I'm assuming these are rocks. I think they're rocks. They look like rocks. Pretty cool. So once he's together, he looks relatively simple, which is not a bad thing. I mean, the flash I did was a simple piece, and it looks awesome. But when I started opening the box, like, holy shit, this thing is unreal. What the hell am I getting myself into? So I have a second one. I can't even get up the stairs. I said I had to bring this up in pieces, because it's just so damn heavy. The box is enormous. I think you can see in the back there. It actually, I think it shipped freight. So yeah, it's big, but it's a cool piece. You know, they're knocking stuff out really quick. So this guy, I'm not going to start for a little while, because I have to get the Hulk versus Thor prototype done, which has been put on hold for like 5 months now, because I was waiting for additional pieces, and I had to get some other contracted pieces knocked out. So I told Marcus, like, look, you got to slow down, man, because it was a beast. Then Cyclops, I mean, it's boom, 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 which is great for them, and it's great for me because I enjoy doing it. But I do have other commitments I have to commit to. And also it helps you guys who've pre-ordered all this stuff to kind of spread that out, because I know these add up really quickly. So that's enough of me rambling on. But there you go, the Graven Labs Silver Surfer prototype, and I really dig it. Again, this is kind of one, it's very similar to the Beast. When I first saw the concept, like, it's okay. But now, man, I don't know. Now that I see in person, it's freaking really badass. You get this wave all lit up. Whew, that is a cool piece. I think this actually has to turn a little bit. I'm looking down here where the key is,